It's another Raw video from your favorite YouTube scout, Draft Raw Authentic. Yes, I am finally here making another video, and like I said, it's a Raw one, so there will be no edits. Now, I already did the defensive rookie of the years. Now, let's go to the offensive rookie of the year. Now, in this category, I actually didn't put as many names. I got about 7 guys on this list. For defensive, it was actually 9, and it actually could have been 8, but I decided to put one more player on there. Now, for the offensive rookie of the year, there's 1 quarterback, 5 running backs, and 1 receiver. The reason why I didn't put any more quarterbacks is because a lot of them had more interceptions than touchdowns, so I'm not going to deal with that. And then I didn't put a lot of receivers neither, because I just felt as though guys need to make more touchdowns. If they had 5 touchdowns on the year, then I'll give it to them. But nobody has more than 5 besides one player. And so basically, that's the reason why I did what I did. But with these 7 players, I'm going to go down the list, go down their stats, and then I'm going to give you my prediction of who is probably going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. So let's just get into it. First on the list is Baker Mayfield. He's completed 62.7% of his passes. Completion percentage at 62.7. He has thrown for 2,242 yards. He has a 7.2 yard average with his passing, and he has 17 touchdowns and only 7 picks. This guy has been pretty much what I thought he was going to be. The simple fact is that he finally was able to get the start, I think in like week 4, week 5, and he's been absolutely amazing as a quarterback. I think the 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, that is just one of the best ratings that you're going to see. Better than Sam Darnold, better than Josh Allen, better than Josh Rosen. Completely looking at it right now, he's the best quarterback in this draft. But overall, Baker Mayfield has a really strong chance of actually winning if he's able to take the Cleveland Browns and at least get them to about 7, maybe 8 wins. I believe they can get to 8, right? Yeah, they can get to 8. 7, but if he can get them to 7 or 8 wins, he has a strong chance of being the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Really does. But let's just go to the next name, and that is Sacrum Berkeley. Now, Sacrum Berkeley has 829 yards, 4.8 average, with 8 rushing touchdowns. Then he has 71 receptions for 581 yards, 8.2 average, 4 touchdowns, and one of the biggest stats that he has, 0 fumbles. To me, that means more than a lot of the stuff that he does have, because out of all the touches that he had, the simple fact that he got 0 fumbles, that's amazing. Now, overall, he has over 1,400 yards, period. 1,410 to be exact. And he has 12 touchdowns, period. This guy has been an absolute beast. And if it was on my money, I would be choosing him, because what he's done from week 1 to now, through 12 weeks of the season, this guy has been probably the best rookie. But there's been guys that have been kind of trying to gain on him, and we're going to explore through a little bit more of these players. Now to go through, the next name is Sony Michel. 586 yards, 4.6 average, with 5 touchdowns. Pretty solid stats for him. Didn't start on a year, and then also in the middle year, he didn't play some games neither. So, his stats is not going to be as great. Then you have Philip Lindsay, who I believe missed 1 game this year and was kicked out of a game. He has 780 yards, 5.8 average, the best per carry average, I believe, out of all of the running backs. And he has 6 touchdowns. That's a pretty good stat line for him. And for a guy that was undrafted, that's amazing for Philip Lindsay. Then we have Kerryon Johnson, 641 yards, 5.4 per carry average, and 3 touchdowns. He's been a pretty good running back for the Detroit Lions, and the running back they've needed. The worst problem is that a little too late, because when the Detroit Lions team was like really good to possibly go deep in the playoffs, they never had a great running game. And now you got rid of Golden Tate, and Marvin Jones, he's not a number 1 receiver. Matthew Stafford's getting older. People are not trusting him as much. this team to me it's going to start dwindling. It will, but hopefully maybe Kerryon Johnson for the next years can carry that team. Then you have Nick Chubb with 663 yards, 5.4 per carry with 6 touchdowns. This guy, he should have been starting at running back since the beginning of the year. They went out and they grabbed Carlos Hyde. Only went and got him because he was Ohio State product. Then they drafted Nick Chubb for the future. A little stupid to me in that I felt as though you have Duke Johnson, you have Carlos Hyde. Why draft Nick Chubb? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of stupid because eventually you got rid of Carlos Hyde. And now Nick Chubb is your starting back, but he should have been your starting back in the beginning. The big touchdowns that this guy's had, I told y'all that I felt as though he was the best pure running back in this draft. And honestly, it's been showing when you watch him run. Would I say he's better than Sacrum Berkeley? To me, I liked his style more than Saquon. But is he better than Saquon? I would say he is. But this year, no, he's not. Saquon can do a little bit more. But Nick Chubb is a really, really good running back and can be one of the better running backs in the league for years to come. And then the last name on the list is Calvin Ridley. 47 receptions, 625 yards, 8 touchdowns. He leads categories in all of those stats. He's been the best receiver. But the question, always going to have with Calvin Ridley is he a true, outside receiver, or is he just a slot receiver that's benefiting from Mohamed Sanu and Julio Jones? Either way, he's been making the plays. He hasn't been dropping passes. He's been doing what he needs to do. And with those 8 touchdowns, he leads all rookies with 8 receiving touchdowns. So overall, those are the 7 big names that have the chance to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. If I was to put my money on it, it's going to be Sacrum Berkeley that's going to win it. And the biggest reason is because he was the number 2 overall pick. Now, Baker Mayfield being the number 1 overall pick, if Baker has started week 1, if they let him have started week 1, his stats definitely would be higher than what he has right now. But there's a good chance that Baker, they would have maybe 1 or 2 more wins. And Baker Mayfield would probably run away with the award. I mean, it would be between him and Saquon, but I think I would have given it to Baker in that particular situation. But Saquon has been doing it since week 1. He's been making plays all over the field. Like I said, over 1,400 yards, period, over 12 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. He's not turning over the ball. He's doing his job. He's making big plays. He's keeping the Giants in games because without him, I don't know if the Giants actually win 3 games this year. They probably only have 1 win. But overall, these are the Offensive Rookies of the Year. These are the guys that we're looking at. Sacrum Berkeley, he's going to run away with the award, no pun intended. And if there was a change, Baker Mayfield will be the other guy that I think will possibly win the award. But anyway, thank you for watching. I thank y'all guys for really supporting me. I'm going through some stuff where, I got school, I got work, I got a baby, so it's so much stuff going on. I've been neglecting the channel just a little bit because everything that's been piling on me, final exams is coming up, all of this different stuff. So I thank y'all guys for supporting me. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Please comment if you didn't like what I had to say or if you thought I forgot somebody so we can debate about this. And please share this video so other people can see it. I promise y'all bigger, better things will be coming. I will leave a link in the description about what I talked about in my previous videos, other bigger things that will be coming. But anyway, like I said, once again, this is Draft Authentic. I thank you for watching. Goodbye.